Mic check. Let me take you out and put you back in.
Oh, Mark, you were there. Look at you.
Oh, here we go. Hold on. Can you hear me? Are you there?
Yeah. Yeah. Hold on.
And once he does that into them once, they're never soft ever again.
I don't know why my headphones don't want to work.
My voice is messing up again on my end. I need headphones. Let me go throw some headphones in. Hold on. It's not on your end, it's on mine. All right, I'm back. Me little headphones on.
I think you're breaking up kind of a little bit.
God damn it, it's no fucking better. This shit is ridiculous.
Well, there you go. There you go. I can hear you good now.
StreamYards is broken.
I think sometimes they are.
I don't even get it. Are you live on your channel?
I was gonna go live, and then I seen you were live, so you were live, so
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna. I was working on my confidence to make my first stream.
Right.
Never really know how to start those things.
What's that?
I said I never really know how to start those things.
Fuck, and my battery's dying. This sucks. Too much
You just wanna
crap going wrong all at once.
you just wanna hop on your computer? Would you like to be a guest for the first video for first live stream on my channel?
Let me jump on the computer here. Hold on. Let's see. Back to the computer, back to the drawing board. It's weird because you pay all this money to get no better service.
Hmm. Is it because of like your internet bandwidth or whatever downstairs? Man,
Hold
I
on.
had this broker call up and she said, "Can you take this Toyota Sequoia up to Tennessee?" I says, "What's it paying?" She's like, "Well, give me your best rate." And I said, $900. She's like, $900. I said, "Well, how many miles is it?" And she says, 900. And I'm like, "Yeah." I says, "I don't have any car carriers in the area, but I got a couple of hot shots in the area."
Shit got pretty heated. You live stream by doing this. Can you hear me now? Better? Still there? you're in the wrong backstage. Grab a. You're in the wrong backstage. So click the new link I just posted. Sorry, I had an old link in my copy paste thing, and it copy and pasted an old one, an old room that I had going. It's fixed now, though. I wonder if I can't. Let's plug the phone in so it doesn't die. Just click the link that I just posted, and then you'll get to my room. There you are. All right. Go ahead and you can shut your camera off now if you want. Welcome.
Hey man, dude. I mean, this shit is about as fucking local as it gets, man. People, I didn't think this shit was gonna fucking start happening in Sioux Falls. Well, it just happened to me out in fucking. I was at Aldi's East picking up food, right? And this motherfucker just comes up to me. It starts giving me the what for about not wearing a fucking mask. So of course I started firing right back at him, and I'm like, motherfucker, dude. I mean, you need to think for yourself, man. Look at what's going on with our fucking society. Well, I'm a doctor and I work at, Sanford, and I'm this, and you don't see all the dead bodies and shit that we got in the fucking coolers. And I'm like, dude, it ain't like that. I'm like, dude, you need to think for your
look.
self.
I'm not gonna wear a mask. It's that simple. I'm not gonna do it.
Yep.
It's not gonna happen.
No, I know, but it's like people, dude. It was to the point where we were about ready to fucking throw down, and like we were drawing a crowd and shit. And I'm like, and I told him flat out, I'm like, see, this is exactly what the fucking federal government wants us to do with each other. What we're doing right now.
Ourselves. And
Yeah.
we're gonna fight in the parking lots until we all go to jail. That's
Right.
That's the bottom line.
So I told him, I'm like, I'm not gonna, dude, I'm not gonna fucking swing on you for being an idiot, but you need to open your fucking eyes. And if you're a doctor, man, you should know of anybody to question what you're fucking being sold. Like, I can't believe this shit, man. I mean,
And I had a guy last night. I talked to him till about 3 a.m. About this whole how they don't work, how when you expel and this and that, and you're breathing your own carbon whatever in, and the reason I'm talking like this is because if you talk about it, they shut you down. It's just that simple. So you got to talk about it in code. You got to shorten the words and everything you're saying about it. Otherwise, you'll just get shut down.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, well, I mean,
and you think it's not that big of a conspiracy, but it is. They're shutting us all up. They're silencing not the doctors, but there's everybody from the top down in the government.
The masks aren't about stopping a pandemic anymore. It's about silencing people and about fucking forcing compliance. That's all it is. And I saw it is, and I saw this shit right from the fucking beginning, man. I know.
You knew it was coming, correct?
What's that?
You knew it was coming.
Yeah, as soon as I fucking started hearing some bullshit about this fucking Wuhan lab and all this other crap, man, I've been tracking dude, I know what the kind of fucking games they've been playing for years. And as soon as I saw this coming down the pipe last year, I'm like, you watch, this shit's going to get blown way the fuck out of proportion. And this is going to be like 9/11 all over again. They're just going to start fucking stripping us, like they were back then. They did. Look at how fucking socialist we've become in the last fucking year alone, man. Not even the last fucking 20 years.
We're looking like China.
Dude, yeah.
We're living like we're in China, and we're stuck inside like we're in China. What kind of what kind of crap is this?
What's going to happen? What's going to happen when people start fucking walking around armed? Which luckily, I mean, he wasn't armed. I wasn't fucking armed. But it's just like, what's it going to take for somebody to fucking just skin heat and start fucking blasting? You know what I mean? That's all it's going to take to fucking set the fucking fire off on this shit.
Right.
We're not that far from it.
We're right there. Dude.
We're at the tipping point.
Exactly.
What do you call that? We're at the boiling point.
Oh, we are. Oh, yeah.
Society is at its lowest. We're treating each other like shit over a paper filter.
I know
Why?
that doesn't do shit anyway, dude. My wife works at fucking Sanford, man. She fucking sees the shit every single day. She knows that there are fucking death records that are being fucking falsified. She's been involved with it and was told to keep her fucking mouth shut. Like,
Right.
for real. There are doctors at Sanford that are on the verge of losing their fucking licenses because they're calling it out for what it is. Fucking Judy Mikovits, the one who was behind the movie Plandemic, she fucking named names and named fucking patent numbers and everything, and she was fucking put under a federal gag order, arrested without a fucking warrant, totally just dehumanized. Her practice was taken, everything.
In Sioux Falls.
Fuck yeah, I'm actually out in Brandon, man. I've been here. I've been living in Brandon for fucking 3 years. I just moved down here from the cities 3 years ago.
Wow.
It's so-
Steely, you got to jump on my channel there. This is the kind of stuff that we talk about that
Yeah.
I created my page for.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm just saying I'm a business owner. I'm a business owner in Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
yep.
Okay, we run trucks all over the place. This is
Right.
exactly why you should jump on our page. We're more on a national level, national patriot level. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, if you're talking Facebook, I don't do Facebook because I know that
No,
that's
no.
all a fucking.
He's on YouTube.
Right.
His
Okay.
I'm on YouTube. Mark, if you want to post the link to my channel over to him, that way he can jump over to that if he wants to. Like, subscribe,
I'll
share.
do that right now.
Yeah,
But
because I know. I've been tracking your channel FTP since I kind of when I moved down here, I started looking for people on YouTube that do the auditing and shit, and to see if there was anybody local. Well, that's how I found Freeman's video, and then I saw you, and that's how I found your channel, and I'm like, fuck yeah, there's somebody local, And the problem with me is I just haven't been able to hook up with anybody locally that isn't afraid to fucking like stand up and speak about this shit because something needs to be fucking said. Like, too many people are sitting around with their thumbs up their ass thinking that other people are going to do their fucking talking and fighting for them. It ain't going to work.
No.
And I mean, filming the fucking, like you were saying the other night about, these guys that go around and they film the cops and shit and whatever, but they're only doing it for their own, boosting their own income. They're not
their
actually
own channel, their own. That's what I've been saying all along.
Right.
We're to the point now where if all you're going to do is sit there, and I'm sorry, if all you're going to do is sit there and hold the camera, we're past that point right now.
we are.
Yes, we
I
are.
know.
Yes, we are.
We're past the point. It is. I'm sorry. I love you guys. I love everybody in my community, and I love everybody that's backed me up to this point. But I got to step away, and I got to say, there has to be that jump where you take it to the next level, and
Yep.
you're active in the community. That means one person goes out, you go against the norm.
Mhm.
And you take charge of your own life, and you realize if you find yourself getting sicker or more respiratory issues, more coughs, more headaches,
Mhm.
there's a reason. You're doing something terribly wrong, and
Right.
the problem is someone told you to do it. You need to quit doing it. I hope you know what it is, because that thing that you're,
I know.
that
Dude, and okay, like I don't know how old you guys are. I'm 34, and the fucking world I grew. You're 37. Okay, I don't know what you what's your brother's name or whatever. I'm Dan, by the way, in case you didn't know it. But
Old guy.
old guy, that's cool.
Old guy.
I'm sure you guys know. Like when we were fucking growing up as kids, man, the world was totally different. I mean, even 20 years ago, before fucking 9/11, people were not this fucking paranoid with each other. They were not like this, I just don't remember the tension in fucking society ever like it is today. Ever.
This is the worst I've ever seen it on YouTube. This is the worst
Oh yeah.
infighting that I've ever seen on a page, which means not only like the infiltrators, but the cops, as well as the firefighters, the military's all in on it.
Yep.
Everybody's on these pages just clashing. And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like, no, you just need to comply. You just need to comply. I'm not complying, bro. It ain't
No.
happening.
Because that's what the fucking Bolsheviks told everybody too. You just need to comply until they were all lined up against the fucking wall. I mean, that's where it's headed, man.
Yep.
Dude,
I
I
don't
just
see it coming, but it they said it down at the city hall. I was watching live on TV, and they're like, the guy votes, and he's like, yeah, and it's like a unanimous vote. Bro, you just voted no. Now you're coming back, and now you got big news crews here saying we're just the biggest in the world.
Yep.
That it's hit us the hardest. How do you even get those numbers? How do you even the numbers for a headache? Are we talking about the numbers for a sore throat? Are we talking about the numbers for loss of taste? What are we talking about here?
Here's another thing that'll grab you too. So you go in, you get a test for COVID. Say you test positive, you come back after quarantine, you test again, you test positive again. They count that as two separate cases. That's just one of the ways that they're artificially amplifying the numbers. There are people.
Dan, can I ask you a question?
Go for it.
What do you think about Donald Trump's rollout of the military to administer vaccines to the nation?
That's declaring war against the fucking citizens of the United States. It's absolutely a declaration of war. You can't force this fucking shit on people, man. What
do you identify as politically?
Dude, I don't trust any of the fucking politicians. I personally think that they are owned and controlled by the big banks, by the major corporations. It goes well and beyond POTUS, man. That's what I fucking think. It goes well and beyond POTUS. I mean, so, all right. You guys probably don't know a lot of my background. I was in the military back in the day. All right. I was a young man at one time. I was idealistic. It was post 9/11. I signed up when I was fucking 17. I thought I was going to make a difference. I did 4 years in the fucking service and I woke the fuck up while I was in there. And I'm like, dude, we are not bringing fucking freedom or democracy to fucking anybody. We are putting the fucking Iraqis under martial law. And what we did to them, what we were forced to do to the fucking Iraqi people is exactly what's happening to us right now. And guys that I know who are fucking still in the military, they can see it too. And they said that it's going to get to the point where fucking commanders are going to start taking their units and going rogue and shit. And that's going to be the start where, you know, it'll be like the White Army versus the Red Army when the Bolsheviks fucking took over in Russia. Like, I
think the question comes down to it, and I spoke to my brother a bit about this a long time ago. Is, you know, I mean, some of the people that we're saying fuck off to right now are some of the same people that we're going to be fighting shoulder to shoulder with.
I know.
You know, and that's it. Is there's the people that do their jobs and listen to what they're told. And then there are the people that are going to stand up for their rights, and that's going to be the defining moment between patriots and the other side.
I know.
You know what I mean? And that's a scary thing. But the way I'm looking at this is we're pretty close to civil war.
I know.
You know,
and I can fucking see it, man. It's dude, I've seen it from the fucking inside, you know, and the average citizen just doesn't understand the shit that Uncle Sam is pulling on us right now goes beyond your wildest imaginations.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's beyond, if you can dream it up, most people will call you a conspiracy theory or a conspiracy nut, but I can tell you right now, it's fucking legit.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I've seen it with my own fucking eyes.
I was talking about this stuff, you know, several years ago, and you know, and I mean, this is the kind of stuff that it's going to come down to, and you know, Mark, bring up that last comment over there that you had from Defend. Okay, whoa, conspiracy much? Maybe. The military ID, most well-organized agency for expediting an efficient delivery of the vaccine. Just because it's military doesn't mean it's occupation. Just saying.
Yes,
and,
it does.
You know, this is the kind of attitude that people are showing us. But what they're not seeing is the United Nations. They're not seeing the Great Reset that's being advertised. They're not seeing the World Health Organization stating on the record that they're going to kick down doors and they want to pull the sick out of their houses against their will. They're not seeing these agendas that are being put in place right in front of our very eyes.
I know.
And people can call it tin hat theory as much as they want. But the facts are, this is out there. These people are no longer hiding. They're no longer, it's no longer a conspiracy. Here's the thing that I have is I got friends all over the world. Okay. There are personal friends that I can no longer get a hold of over in Greece, over in Europe. These cities are rioting in the streets due to COVID lockdowns. They're not showing any of this stuff on TV.
No,
they're not showing any of it.
It don't fit their narrative.
No, it doesn't
Right,
fit their
right.
narrative. And so when it happens over here in the United States, we're the last country that they're gonna take that step towards, because now who controls the military controls the game. The
Mhm.
person who controls our seat in the United Nations will be the one that allows the United Nations to roll in here and do what they need to do. Tin hat theory or not, call it a tin hat theory, but it's out there and people can see it. And not to crash on Defend's comment there, but I don't think Defend has opened his eyes,
No,
and a lot of people haven't.
no, they don't want to. I mean, I've gone through the
Like,
same
what are
trip.
you defending? That's what I ask. That's what I
Yeah.
get in the middle of. At some point, I'm like, okay, you're disgruntled. You're disgruntled from another channel. You have your own point of
Mhm.
view. So now you're trying to come over and you're trying to shove your views on me. But the problem really is you want to be divided. You want to create divide.
Mhm.
That's not needed. That's not welcomed. I think the more people, again, that are unified, that makes us more powerful of a country. That makes us able to fend off our own country against
Mhm.
what they're doing. And when we say what they're doing, you can clearly see what they're doing as far as dividing, divide and conquer, divide and conquer. And that's just how it's going to be, because they can't take their whole cities getting trampled through and down and on, and everything's going down. And then people come along and the rioters and the looters start up.
Yep.
So then they're
FTP, can I ask you a question?
we're backing them into a corner. Go ahead.
I'm gonna back you into a corner right now.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Do you see the reason and the creation for your channel? Okay, do you see some of the actions, not all of the actions, but some of the actions of the local police department as treasonous?
Right.
Do you consider some of this stuff as treasonous?
Yeah, they're treasonous what they're doing to us. Yes.
Do you see
Okay,
some of the
let's-
things that some of the actions that our local government, state government, and federal government as
the mayor
treasonous
just did,
acts,
yes.
treasonous acts towards people of the United States?
It's not about a vote of 8 people. If you really wanted to be
No.
fair, you would let the town vote on it. Okay, yes,
Right.
there's voting, but isn't that why we vote for elections? Then after the election, you go start up a new vote in your chambers and you shove another bill under our noses and you make us do something. And this is where you got to get out of office. We have to get him out of office. There's no other way. And it's the mayor. Get rid of him. I don't care where he's from. I don't care that he's Dutch. I have nothing against the dude. I just don't think he's complicit as a guy that works on the internet all day. I don't think he has what it takes to run. And I'm not trying to get all. It's treasonous acts of what you're doing and what you're passing. And it's because, look, why after that vote and then it passes, you throw the major news and you let them into town. You have no problem letting the major news into town. You just let them right in. Guess what? Nobody's wearing what they're supposed to be wearing downtown, and you know it. So they just walk in anyways, and they don't even care. This is not going to work. You can't force somebody to do something. China's already done that. We already seen how that worked with them. At what point do you just give people their rights back and stop taking from us and let us die on our own terms? If that's what's going to happen here, then that's what's going to happen regardless. And if you're just trying to swab people to get their DNA, you should quit. Because I think it's a really fucked up thing that you have to, you're throwing low blows right at Thanksgiving once again, just like you did with the Dakota Access Pipeline. It's no different. Tie it all in. You've been seeing it for years. Every time we rise up, they rise back. That's how it is.
Yeah, and it also has everything to do too with keeping people. If they can keep the infighting up, then we're not going to band together to turn against them. And that's like, this is what I tried to explain to that idiot out there at Aldi's. And he was on me about the fucking mask. I was like, dude,
you're gonna beat me up for what reason?
Well, I mean, yeah, I told him flat out because he was trying to get up on me and shit. And I'm like, dude, I'm not going to fucking throw down with you because this is what the fucking powers that be that want. This is what they want. Well, what do you mean powers that be? I mean, Trump started all this. And I said, no, dude, this goes way the fuck above Trump. Trump is Trump is a fucking puppet, just like fucking dude. I can tell you when under the Obama administration, you know, there was a massive, I guess you could say, hanging of all the top military leaders. I don't know if you remember when Obama went through and he cleansed all the fucking military leaders that were going against his fucking policy. They want to make sure that the military is even on the same page as this fucking. This is a globalist agenda. This isn't a United States thing. This is a fucking
UN.
This is a UN and up. Yeah, this is the fucking Bank of International Settlements and up. I mean, the people who have been running the world since the fucking Roman Empire, who are still running the world today, the bloodlines are all the same. This is exactly the divide and conquer mantra that they've always pushed. This is the same shit that Hitler pushed when he took power in Germany. I mean, if you look at the flow chart of everything that this COVID-19 fucking scamdemic is doing, it's fitting the entire socialist fucking flow chart from 1930 when the fucking Nazi party was trying to push this on Germany. I mean, it's uncanny. If people just do not see it because nobody does their fucking research, nobody reads their history, nobody sees this shit. They don't put two and two together.
Right.
And it's like it's ignorance. So
it's a slow integration. It's a slow integration of mind control is what it is.
Yes, it is.
It's slowly, hey, this is what we need to do. It's only going to be for this long. Hey, this is we just need you to wear these masks for this long. Hey, we just need you to quarantine for this long. Hey, we just need to shut your business down for this long. Hey, we just need to shut down everything for this long. Oh, now we need you to take a shot to make the country reopen. And if you don't take the shot and you can't prove that you took the vaccine, you will not be allowed to open your business. You will not be allowed to pay your bills or go back to work or anything like that. Right. And you're telling me that this mind control, a lot of people are falling into it. I guess that's what it is. People are allowing themselves to be manipulated.
To control the narrative.
Yeah, exactly.
They're controlling the narrative. Nobody else can say anything about it, and nobody sees it happening. Once again, just comply. Just comply. Just go along with it. Nothing to see here. We're not doing anything that shouldn't be done. Should have been done a long time ago. This is going to be done for the betterment of everybody else. By the way, due to that, we're going to have some people that just don't quite make it, and we really don't care.
Yeah,
and do it.
Right.
I don't know if you guys noticed this too, but they're testing the waters with the masks to try to point out who's going to be in compliance and who's not going to be when the vaccines start being pushed. They want to see the people who are not wearing the masks. They're going to keep an eye on them to make sure that okay, these guys weren't wearing masks, so now we know we're going to have trouble with them when the fucking vaccines start getting crammed. You know.
Yep.
It's a test.
Watch me. Right? Watch me. That's fine. Watch me walk through Walmart with no mask. Watch me walk through every business in town. I tell you what, I'll walk up to that hospital to a COVID patient's room and lick the fucking window.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this vaccine doesn't mean nothing to me. None of it does.
No. And if you guys knew the connection, if you knew the connection between Fort Detrick and the Wuhan lab, and how if you follow the patent numbers and shit, and how the big names invested billions of dollars into this shit before it, like six months, a year prior to it even coming out.
Well, you watched Event. I'm assuming you watched Event 201.
I don't think I've seen that one. No, is that another documentary?
Well, the Event 201 was a gathering of the heads of their respective offices that they held: the United States CDC, the India CDC, the China CDC, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, all the big heads of people, right? They met October 18th of 2019.
Was that where they gave out the the simulated pandemic or whatever?
Yeah, the simulated pandemic.
Okay.
Also
then I guess I did see it. Yep.
Also the same day in Wuhan, China, on October 18th of 2019. The United Nations got represented at the World Military Games
Mhm.
as well. And you start connecting some of these dots here, and you can start seeing the whole tin hat theory. Pardon my tin hat. You know what I mean? And you can see where this is all going. It ain't good.
No.
And this stuff with the election with Joe Biden and Donald Trump, man, it's all smoke and mirrors for the other agenda. Whatever it is, it's, hey, take your eyes off of what's really going on and watch this.
Yep. It's just kind of funny because I because I've worked for the government before, I know that their fucking MO. I know what their MO is. Even though I wasn't high up the food chain, I saw exactly what we did to the fucking Iraqi people is what's happening exactly to our people. And I've even told my buddies before, I'm like, look what we're doing to these people here. We're giving them all kinds of freedom at the end of a gun barrel. I mean, it's like, it's bullshit. It wasn't about freeing anybody. It was about pushing. See, Saddam Hussein didn't want to fucking play ball with the bankers anymore. He started trading fucking oil in gold, and something that hasn't been standard since the 70s. The petrodollar and the Federal Reserve and the World Banks were essentially he was snubbing his nose at them. And then that's why our towers were fucking bombed. I'm not afraid to say it. Come and fucking arrest me, government. I don't give a fuck. 9/11 was a motherfucking inside job. I know it. Everybody in the fucking military that I knew it. It was a coordinated assault between the CIA and the fucking Israeli Mossad to give us a reason to go to war. That's all it fucking was. Yes, because we needed to shut down Saddam Hussein because he wasn't playing ball anymore. The same reason why we fucking shut down every other dictator that we've put into power. The second they don't play ball, we go in and we fucking take them out. All of a sudden now they're a bad guy.
This is why they're taking out Donald Trump, because he doesn't want to play the game.
Yep. And
doesn't want to play the game.
You know something, man? They won't start out by just whacking a guy, all right? When they whack you, it gets messy, and then they got to try to cover it up. They would rather try to wash you out first. They would rather try to discredit your character first, which is what they're trying to do with him. If Trump keeps pushing it, then he's probably going to have to really have his bodyguards ready, because the fucking world bankers, the people who are really in power, will try to do to him just like they did to JFK and fucking every other president that's been assassinated or had an attempted assassination done against them. Right. Even back with Lincoln, dude. Lincoln, after the fucking Civil War, he didn't want to fucking play ball, and look what happened to him.
Well, it's coming, regardless of whether people believe it or not. It's coming.
It is.
And in the next, probably, I give it 3 to 6 months, we're really going to see that defining income of whatever the fuck it is they got planned, I guess.
Dude, I don't want to see it come to fucking blows. I don't want to see people arming up and shooting in the street, because that shit's going to get messy. I don't want to see that. But man, at the same fucking time, dude, hang on to your guns and ammo and hang the fuck on, because shit is going to get
here. Can't hear you.
Oh, hold on. Let's see what's wrong with my mic. Hello. Are we getting shut down?
No, he'll be back.
Oh, you can still hear me. Okay.
I wanted to and I want you to understand, if you want to we can continue this conversation for a little bit, right? Mm-hmm. But I put his link in the chat. You should go subscribe to him too. We're very close. We're all around, right? We're all local. So my purpose is he likes this kind of conversation. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a problem with it, but look.
It's a different narrative than FTP's channel.
YouTube has its YouTube police, and they look down upon you and they squish you like a bug if you say something wrong. So I don't mind, talking with you, but it's like, you realize, what's at stake and what's at risk. I enjoy what I do. I love what I do, and I love to help people out. It's just like, by saying the trigger words, what's you know
There's
what's going to happen in the end. It sucks, but you know,
Okay.
I could get you your own channel up and going, and you'd quickly understand. It's like it's a lot more liability than
Okay.
what you want, because everything you say, everybody holds. You know, it goes all the way across. You know, the world really. So that's
Yeah.
the problem here is that everybody's hanging on to every word that I say. So whether it is a theory or whether it's a fact or whether it's dude, they're just trigger words, you know, for everybody, and then they get all mad. And I already got a whole bunch of people mad at me. You've heard over the last 3 days, it's been buck wild, you know.
Yeah, man, I know. It's when you're not afraid to speak it how you feel it, you make enemies everywhere. That's just how it goes.
Right.
Dude,
Right.
so
Well, it's
I mean,
not an enemy. It's not an enemy type thing. It's like a different. You know, my page more focuses on the national level. You know, whereas, you know, I'm not saying that Mark's or FTP's channel isn't on a national level. You know what I mean? It's just a different kind of national level type thing. So that's why I'm saying you should come over to my channel and we could discuss further.
Absolutely. I'm trying to find that link that you sent. Was it the one above non-CDL Hotshot Adventures? That link there, or
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
okay,
that's the
let's-
one. I just changed my name over to The Revolution Will Be Televised.
Oh yeah, okay. I just
And
added
so
a sub there.
it's taken a minute over there. So
And just
But
make sure you
if-
click the bell. It's going to be a slower channel, right? So you're going to get all that exclusive time or to talk about whatever you want to talk about.
Oh sure, okay.
You know, and you don't have all these clinger honors and people saying weird stuff in the chat. You get it more focal about what you want to talk about, not people that want to take you off subject or
Oh yeah,
you know, so you can go over and actually discuss what you want to discuss. And of course, you'll catch me over on his channel. You'll catch him over here. And he's in the middle of trying to get his channel up and running. So of course, I always support the new channels that start at zero because
Sure.
it's so hard to build.
Pass broadcast. Hold on, I'll start a broadcast here.
Elbow cop, he's entering the room. Eric Brandt has entered the room.
Oh shit!
I've heard a lot about Eric Brandt too. I guess I don't. I mean, I just recently came on the scene here. I haven't really been real active in the YouTube community, but it's like, dude, I can't sit back on my fucking hands and I got to speak out or do something because this is fucked up what's going on with our society right now.
Right, and we speak out, but what we know needs to be changed is probably at the federal level. And you probably know, working with the government, how difficult it is to maybe get along with them or maybe interact with them. And they just kind of like treat you like your gum under their boot.
Absolutely.
They treat you like a soldier, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
You're not getting anything else from them other than your pension. And if you open your mouth, if you dare to open your mouth, you're going to be penalized.
They'll get
what they say, and that's why this is happening to us. That's why this is happening to us. Is some of us are not complying. We've seen it coming. We know what's coming. It's not just about one single piece of product that you're putting on our body. It is, and that is our attire. I mean, next you're going to be telling us to wear a burqa. That's not up to you, bro. I mean, no.
Nope.
It's like trying to tell you that you got to wear a winter jacket in the middle of summer.
Yeah, you're not.
It just don't make sense. You're gonna catch a cold. You're gonna catch a cold, so you gotta wear a winter jacket during summer. That's about as much sense as this is making.
It's a fucking nanny state. They just, they want to be. That's why they call them Big Brother. They want to sit there and shake their finger at you and tell you what you can and cannot do, how you're supposed to live, what you're supposed to look like. I mean, it's just, there is so much psychology that goes into the control of society, and most people don't even realize it. They just don't get it. But
that is true. Well, I'm going live now, man. You're more than welcome to join me on my panel here. And
all right, I'll see if I can figure this out. I'm still not real YouTube live stream savvy here, so
Well, you caught my attention because like I say, you're more on that national landscape that my
Yeah,
channel's about. So
sure.
you're more than welcome to jump on in anytime.
Sure, right on, man.
All
All right, I'll pop in right now. Hey, FTP, I'll hit you up a little later. I'm not
Yeah,
sure how to get off this here.
that sounds good. Just make sure you get his channel figured out, and he'll go live. So
Okay.
get yours set up, David.
Yeah,
And then
I got it on right now. But happy birthday, brother, man.
yep, and anyone that wants to go over to his channel, hit that link, and
Okay.
I will try and repost this link.
Okay, let's see how we can. All right, I'm going to leave out of here, and then I'll see you in a minute.
Yeah, just copy paste it, or just
How do
click
I-
on it. You'll get over to his channel.
Now I got to do the invite thing. Copy to clipboard.
Yeah, and then he can jump on your panel once you have your channel link up there.
Okay. All right. Sounds good, brother.
All right, man. Peace
All
out,
right.
and I'll try and send a whole bunch of people over there or whatever I can
All
to
right.
check out your channel.
Sounds good, buddy.
Hopefully, I
Cool.
can take this link and I'm trying to copy the link and I can't because it's a pain. All right, go ahead. You can take off. Have a good day.
All right. Later, bro.
Later.
could. I'm like, see, this is exactly what they want with our fucking society.
All right, I'm back for a little bit. I don't know. Thanks for coming back, hanging back over with me. If you're coming back from that other stream, thanks for going over. Thanks for supporting the community and the people that care the most about the community and everything that we do. It seems like more and more you find the atrocities happening and nobody's looking and it's going unchecked. It's at a whole new level now. So it's like, how do we combat this? And obviously we do this through talking, staying calm, and gaining the situation, staying on the situation, talking about the situation, and staying calm. Just consistently staying calm. These people, the agitators, or the people, the provocateurs, it is what it is. The community at some point falls apart when they want to go lone wolf on, with themselves, and they're you can totally tell the ones that do enjoy what they're doing. You can see the passion exuding out of them, but understand the passion can be just as biting. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you got to watch what you're doing on the internet. It is the internet. All of your information goes out. All of your information can be disseminated. People can and will disrespect. Even when all they're saying is good things to you, they can still turn on you in a second. So we must understand that what we're thinking is not what everybody else is thinking. And when we think we are the most sane, somebody else is coming down, knocking us off, saying, no, it's not like that. Or you put your email out there, so blah, blah, blah. Well, that doesn't give you the right to utilize my email. That doesn't, if you want to contact me for something good, go ahead and do so. But just keep in mind, proper, respect will be given where respect, because when you send an email over, when I get your address and it goes back, again, just be kind to one another. You are on the internet, practice etiquette, watch what you're, a little bit of what you're saying on some of these channels, just because they are monetized. We don't all see the same thing, act the same way. We don't take things the same way. We are human beings. We do have hearts, but then there's also the harder side of what it is to be us, or in our genre. Some people just take stuff for granted. They think that we're going to put up with them and their shenanigans. And at the end of the day, when you have no one else to blame but the way you're acting, and you can sit there and claim, well, all I do is just sit here. All I do is just not participate, but sit here. I'm not looking for anybody else to build their channel off of mine. I will help random channels build their channel, and I have no problem doing so. It's just a kind thing to do. But you notice when you're speaking nice to people, nobody's listening. But when you're active or out there and you're yelling at the cops, or you're getting into it, you're mixing them up. They want to see the drama. They want to see that fight. So definitely get your camera up, record it. That's what your viewers want to see, as far as YouTube and making content. And that's what we do is content. We're creating, and we're looking at what is content and what we can make to be the best content. I appreciate everybody that supports and backs my viewers that I get into it. But I notice that, there's maybe one or two people that come in when you really need them. And the rest are them fair weather friends that, where they at now? Where the chip's at. And them are the ones that, look, man, we all got families. we all got stuff to do and things to take care of. And bro, if you come in the middle of that, then you can't expect much from me, man. Loyalty, it ain't going to happen no more. I'm done playing. I am done playing. So for all of you that continue on, I got something for you. I'm going to take care of it. And it is going to get dealt with. There will be a swift hand in it. Make no mistake. I love you all, but if you do not see it my way, you're best to steer clear. Only because I think we'll bump heads, and I think what you're not realizing is it is in Middle America. It does matter. It's here, and it's here to stay. So, and I'm here to stay. If you didn't get me last night, you're not going to get me tomorrow night. You're not going to get me the night after that. It just isn't going to happen. You might get somebody else, but let me tell you, we're watching. We're watching your name. We have your voices, and we don't mind. I don't mind looking at images when I choose to look at them, but when they're not, look, man, I hate to say this. Go check out my Facebook page. I have posted some things, and I think you'll find them all very, very intriguing. If you choose to, you choose to. If not, you don't. All I can tell you is, YouTube is a gentle giant, but you know what? You can go over and check out the hardcore stuff on the Facebook page. You may not like what you see. Some people's lives, it's smooth sailing, and others it's not. We see happiness, we see fun, and then we see it putting side by side. We got two good things, and then we got two bad things. Here's what I'm saying. If you play with me, I'm going to play with you, and then we're going to see how much you really care about your friend. That's what we're going to do. Because if you really cared about your friend, you will back down. You will be the bigger man at this point. Otherwise, it's going to stay up. I hate to say it. It is what it is. No, there's no true friends on the web. By listening, I've learned they flip on a coin. They make flights relevant and don't let up on channels. They continue world of the words everywhere. And and let it be known, it will be everywhere. It will spread like wildfire. You say, I'm nothing, I'm nobody, and I can accomplish nothing. But what I can tell you is there's more pics to follow. There's more messages. There's more text. But here's what I would tell you. If you do not want, you are on the internet. If you do not want your conversation disseminated, please do not say it. If you do not want your conversation recorded, do not be on YouTube. If, respect. Now, as far as I'm concerned, let's just say this. If there was someone that, hey, I ran into the parking lot and we got into it and I videotaped them, that would be up on the internet. You know what I'm saying? That's content. The argument in and of itself is content. And guess what? Sioux Falls dude, the old man, he would be on the internet, or the guy that's trying to shame whoever for doing whatever. Something that's close to my heart. If you're going to be a bully, I'm going to call you out. If I say I am, then why would I say? I mean, why wouldn't I say it? I would say, I said I am, I am. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. You haven't seen the conversation yet. Now we're going to get to preview the conversation. I respect everybody. I don't wish to go down this road. We all have viewers. We all love our support, and we love our viewers, and we love our panels. But if you're going to continue to disrespect me, I will disrespect what you love the most about you and your channel, and it will be your viewers. And that will essentially put the nail in the coffin, and we will all go home at the end of it. There is no backing down. To what end? You can't back down. There is no backing down. There is me and my show. And when you come between me and my show, I'm going to steamroll you. And you know what's going to continue happening. So if it happened to you, if it happened to you and you're wondering why it happened to you, don't worry about it. It was in the cards. It was all just a show. It was all just a game. He. Everything's laughable. But here's what I would say. If you're my friend, you will go over and defend me. You will go over into his room and you will tell him what you think of him. You will tell him that you will stop. You will cease and desist. If you do not cease and desist, he will continue posting. He will continue calling it out what, where, and when, and how. Okay? There's a drawing a line in the sand, and I will continue on. And if Eric cared, if Defend cared, if any of these other people cared about what I was going through, and they respected me, then they will come forward and they will do for me what I've done for them. Phone call after phone call after phone call of showing them love. They will continue the support in the community when it needs to be dealt with. And if something needs to be dealt with, they will deal with it on my behalf. If somebody has something and knows how to take care of it, you will help. I don't care if it's James Jefferson. I don't care who it is. The man himself that makes the phone calls. Just know this. When Jeff was getting tackled, I was on the phone. When Eric was getting tackled, I was on the phone. And we all know how many times people have been tackled or in jail or the city of I can't even pronounce the name. We all know how much I was there for them. Now, if you want to drop me on my head in my time of need, that's fine. But just remember, it's no holds barred. You can't go back and you can't fix it because it's what's done is done. And what's out there in the internet land will be out there in the internet land. 4,000 viewers on my other channel. And they get to see you. I got the best for last. I got the fight. I got where you're talking negative to the wife. And let me tell you, many, many, many people will watch that. That will be a public freakout compilation. Maybe on YouTube. We'll cut it down. We'll chop it up. And we'll make it. And then we'll watch where you lost your crap. Because that's what you did. You got mad. But you're going to continue playing it off like you never did get mad and that didn't happen. But I will end up putting someone else in a Barbie doll car. And I can tell you, you're not going to like who I put in it because they're sitting there with tubes in their mouth. And that's not really nice to do to somebody. But you mess around on me, I'll roast everybody. It's not vague. I don't expect, I demand respect. I don't call myself a big boss for nothing or whatever I am or whatever you call me. I've had people call me the mafia. I've had people be mean. That's fine. You know, say what you're going to say. The drama is done. It's done. Now it's the creativity side of the drama. I'm going to put you in a Barbie car and shove you down the road. If you dare to get into my business again, it will be your friend that pays for it. It's not going to be pretty. You might as well go stay back on your channels and figure out what you want now. Because if you get into my business any further, I'm going to make an example out of you. And I don't care who you are. We're about to walk across the railroad tracks. You decide. Are you coming with? Are you going? Are you staying? Or am I going to put you in the dirt? Do you know what I'm saying? It's no different. There's no love lost here. This is a show, and you will treat it as such. And if you don't, I am going to make sure that you definitely pay for it by any means necessary. Because if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. I've never not. I shouldn't say I never have not. I should say most of the time. I'm on point. And so is everybody else. And all them crazy people that want to call you crazy, I dare you to open your mouth again. Because what comes next is just another glimpse at you're riding in a Barbie doll car. And no, it's not going to be a picture of you. It's going to be somebody you really love. It's going to be somebody you really care about. And you're messing over your friend right now, 24 hours. That's what you got, 24 hours. If I get another text, that's another 24 hours that starts, and you hurt that person again. So it's almost like watching Saw. At some point, you're hurting yourself or you're hurting your friend. You choose. Time starts. Click, click, click. Tick, 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 tick. When does it go boom? When do you run out of time? There are friends on the web. There are many friends on the web. If you give up on you, go ahead and give up and walk away right now. That's how I know that you were never, ever in it for what its intended purpose was. I have people that come by months and years later and still know what they watched. Still can't get the vision out of their head. They still know what the fight's about. But if you want to make the fight about you, you're not going to like it. Because I don't have qualms. I am morbid. I am morbid. I do not mind going deep down. I have nothing to lose and I have everything to gain. And if I make a spectacle out of you, I do not have a problem doing so. I don't care if you call them morals, values, character. No. I have a feeling there's going to be a couple people coming to visit you. Sorry if you don't like it. Sorry if you don't agree with what's going to occur, what pops up on your screen. Sorry if it happens to you in the future off of some, you know the reach is far. You know it goes all the way to Australia. You know there's people in Canada. They may not see it my way, but I guarantee you for $1, there's not much people won't do over the internet. Like I said, I don't see you with your shovel. I see you with the Barbie car, and it ain't working for you. It's not a good look. So if you think it was off, it wasn't. It's just getting started, bro. It is very hard to distinguish who is friends with who when all they do is run back and call somebody else and play the telephone game. It's very hard to distinguish. Welcome, American Amy. Yeah, it's real life. It's the people you're with every day. It's the people you rely and depend upon, and you watch them turn on you in about 3 seconds. And it happens that quick. I've seen it my entire life, and I've just had to walk away. Just be the bigger man and just walk away. And people are like, no, you can be the bigger man. You can be the bigger man. Yeah, but I'm 37 years old. How many times am I going to start over after somebody tears me down? At what point are you going to be the pit bull and come back and just latch on and not let go. It ain't got nothing to do with hate. It ain't got nothing to do, man. It's just business. And sometimes you got to take care of your own. Sometimes you got to take care of your own backyard. My spiritual usually can recognize theirs if they are good. Yes, you are right. Hey, I'm not always good. I'm not always good. I admit it right now. I'm not always good. It is turned into something deep, dark, and it's about to go down. And I hate to see it because this is sad. And Amy, you're close. You're on my Facebook. You want to go check the pictures out? Go check the pictures out. There's more to follow. And you know, I mean, I do have some morals at this point, but they're fading away. When I see people and humanity and how they're willing to hurt others for their own little non-ability to not text, to not hit that send button, to not harass people, we're going to hand out street justice at this point, and it's going to get ugly, downright ugly. We're going to lose a lot, both parties, because that's all we can do. If we don't fight, we lose everything. We already losing our channels. We losing our channels just because people come up on our channels and don't respect our channels. So it seems as though if you have not sent me, say, your email or your phone, or gotten in contact with me, or when you're getting on the panel, you show your face. And I have never done that. I've never done that. I've never made American Amy show her face when she comes up on panel. I make my guests feel okay. So I really don't want to go back to doing things the old way because you feel an inadequacy of yourself, or you're going to hide behind Quiver. And these people in the community know who he is. They call him by name when they hear his voice. We know who he is. It's not a big deal. You think that $100 bill will not give me your name, your phone number, and your address. You're wrong. I guarantee you the first person that hits me up, that $100 is in their hands through their PayPal before they give me the information. And I guarantee you it's already there. So you don't have to trust. You don't have to trust that the money's going to get there. The money's there. Well, you're right. Who cares about a channel? But when people continue to tear your channel down and tear your channel down and tear your channel down, that's what Emo's talking about. The continual tearing down of a channel. Now, however, the whining has got to quit. But I'm going to show you the difference between the way he does things and the way that I do things. Because people don't really like it when their scars get put online. They really don't. But some people think it's morbidly fun, so they just do it anyways. But you're welcome. And you can go check my Facebook and see what I'm talking about. And American Amy, you'll see what I posted today. Thank you for the happy birthday. And it doesn't matter who I'm talking about. You'll see. You'll see. Look, American Amy, I'm sorry. It had to happen the way it had to happen. And it's an ugly side of what right, Matt? Right? It's, the whining and bumbling is now action. Go check my Facebook. Go check out Mark Burgess from Sioux Falls, South Dakota on Facebook. See what pops up. Or you can check my alt account on Facebook, because there's two of them there if you look hard enough. Hurting a lot of unintended targets, that's for sure. No whining anymore. We're going to see who the big boys are and who acts like little girls. I like to stick to activism, but I don't mind branching off into other areas. I thought I had a focus, but now I'm caught what's righteous. Family values, dude, thinks that I'm a monster. And I want to show you what a monster looks like. So share. Could you not find my page? Share the link, share the page. What's it say? Fuck that shit. Did you see it? I found your page, but what was the problem? Did you see the pictures that I put on it? Did you see the latest post? No. Under my page. Let me go look. I'll look on my phone. Hold on. You guys can still hear me, right? Yep. Shoot. Rolling over to Facebook. We're going. All right, so when I go on my Facebook, yeah, just scroll like 2 or 3 down. Underneath the happy birthday cheeks. It's got emo in the picture. It's got Lady D in the picture. It's got chick on her Harley. And it's got 2 other pictures to the left of that. Now let me hit the share button. I'll send you the link, man. We'll I just need the link here, guys. It should be right here. Still trying to see the post. Oh, you finally got. That's a good observation. Yeah, some guy on the in the hospital. I'm just saying you're hurting your friends. That's all I'm saying. That's all there is to it. It needs not be any more than that. Like, comment, share the picture around, screenshot the picture. It has nothing to do with me, but everything to do with old boy over there. And if the messages keep coming in, everybody sees it. And it just gets pushed out further and further and further into the community until people start getting a little, I don't know, touchy about the whole situation. But if you're willing to hurt your friends like that, go ahead and keep doing what you're doing, because it's obvious that you're not going to stop. Therefore, preemptive measures are being taken. Enjoy. And American Amy, you can share that with anyone, to anyone. You can keep it for yourself. You can share it with any of your friends. PDF's a good guy. There's a couple people out there that, you know, and there will be more to follow. So that will only be up for about 24 hours. Then it will be switched, maybe to some text messages. And from there, we'll roll on. And what it has to do with me, like I said, is nothing. I'm just taking care of some disgruntled employees. They'll soon get the message and they'll enjoy it, because apparently it's a nice thing. No, it is drama stuff, American Amy. I get it. And a lot of people pay for the drama stuff. So if you want to pass it on, you can. All I can say is I'm sick of the drama stuff. So if it don't quit coming to my phone, then I'm gonna pass it on. No, Jason's not an activist. Hold on.